What's up everyone, my name is Jordan. Welcome back to another new video down here today at Old Marsh Country Club in Wells, Maine. We're going to play full 18. I've played this course quite a number of times. It kicked my ass a bunch of times, so I'm hoping today will be a little bit better. Coming off that good range session last week, hoping to just put the stuff we did well in that session into this round. Hoping to have a good round today, honestly. I haven't felt this good coming into a round in a while, so it'll be nice. It just feels nice to have some positive thoughts coming in instead of some iffy thoughts. So we're here on the first tee. It is a par 4. Let's see what the card says here. It's a 349 yard par 4 here. I think there's trouble on the left though, so we're gonna see maybe about going with hybrid off the tee. But let's get underway and let's have a good round today.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna say right now, a good score and a good round it was. Starting off in the first tee here, it flails out to the right a little bit, just misses the bunker, and it leaves me in this awkward stance and just really can't get very good contact on the 7-iron shot there. It leaves me about 95 after that second shot, and this one, it just barely didn't make it over the lip and it trickled down into the bunker. But you know, first hole is when you're feeling your most confident, so let's just go right at it. And I was actually able to stop it in a good spot. The greens were running pretty nice, so it just rolled by and left me about 4 or 5 feet, and we're able to tap it in there for bogey 5 to start the first hole. I missed the second tee shot with the camera, but we are in the middle of the fairway, which is nice. Got about 200 left, maybe like 190, I don't quite remember the number. Hit hybrid, just didn't really make great contact on it, left me about 40. In, pulled the lob wedge, and played it nice. It landed right where I wanted it to, but I forgot that this hole has a steep decline right at the front, so it just rolled out to about probably 25-30 feet away, and able to just knock that one in. Honestly, those are the kind of things that I'm trying to get rid of. You know, keep it close. Don't make yourself have too bad of a hole on the putting green. Third hole here, par 5, 485, but there is trouble on both sides of the fairway. Water is in play on this hole, so you gotta be careful and you gotta just thread the middle of the fairway. I'm only about 185 yards away. I pull with the 5-iron, and unfortunately, I just leave it just a couple yards short. I literally only needed maybe 3 yards, and I would have hit the bunker on the other side. Drop just in front of the water, hitting a 7-iron this time, and it lands on the green. Maybe 15 feet here for this one for par. And once again, leave the miss in a good spot where it is a easy tap-in. So 3 bogeys to start the round, and honestly, I'm not feeling too bad about it. I'm playing okay. I am keeping it in play, and I'm keeping it in the spots where I can make good scores in these holes. So I'm gonna say right now that the driver felt really good in this round. I haven't felt that good with driver ever in my life. I was just feeling like I was leaving myself in good spots where I could keep myself in spots where I could just get good scores on holes and not blow up. This one, not great pace control there. It rolled out a lot farther than I wanted it to, and it leads to just a little miss there for a double bogey. First one of the day, and we head on over to the 5th hole now. It's a 384 yard par 4 with a bunker running up the entire left side of the fairway, and no matter what I do every time I play this course, I'm in there. It doesn't fail. I'm aiming left to try to avoid the possibility of the slice and give myself a good spot, but I got so lucky here. It bounced off of the hill behind me and just trickled down right in front of the green. And I wish I would have done more of this in a couple of holes today where I putted from off the green. They were running nice, and honestly, that would have left me in such better situations a lot more times. Got a par there though on that hole, and what do you do when you get a par? You immediately follow up with a terrible shot, and I was out of frame here for this third shot. I was trying to just punch it back over the hill, get it to these trees, and get it near. Came up just a little short of the path. You can see it there on the right side. the third shot I pitched on here and took myself a couple feet, and I tap in there for a double bogey 5 on the par 3 6th hole. I'm going to tell you right now, I did not think that this ball got through. It's barely, the camera's in the swamp. That's separates the second half of the fairway from the first half. I couldn't have been any closer to it, and this is an instance where I should have putted. I'm trying to just be cute with a wedge, and it hurts me. I blade it, but that ball, the second shot, I was really upset with that second shot because I was in a good spot with the tee shot. I purposely took a hybrid there to give myself a nice chance at a par on this hole, and I just kind of blew it from there. And unfortunately, we walk away from this hole with a 7, which it's things like that where I've just got to eliminate them. 7s kill you, and I can't have as many of them in my round. But we move on to another par 3 here, the par 3 8th hole. 174 on the card. Pin is kind of at the front, and we end up in the bunker. Trying to just get on the green. There's a lot of stuff to try to get over when you're in that bunker, so I'm just trying to get it over, and it runs out and almost goes off the back of the green. And unfortunately, following it up with another double bogey here, I felt like after that 7th hole, I just was a little frustrated, and that hole kind of just, I needed a reset. And here we go with the 9th hole now. It is the hardest hole on the golf course, according to the scorecard. Not really sure why, because it doesn't really have too many challenges on it. It's a 421-yard par 4. The tee shot left me in a really good spot, and unfortunately for the course here, we had a big drought last year, and it killed a lot of the grass. So the course just runs. The fairways run, I should say. They do not slow down. If you can get it in there, they will run for a long time. So the second shot comes up just short of the green there, hit the putter to try to get it close, and left myself an okay distance there for a possible par save. And unfortunately, we're walking away with a double bogey after what I thought would be a bogey at the worst, which is a little frustrating. But if I could have had just a better couple of holes on the last few holes in the front 9, it would have been a much better score. But it is what it is. We'll have to play better in the back 9. So come back later this week for part 2 from Old Marsh Country Club. If you like what you see, hit the like button and subscribe, because I got a lot more content coming your way for the rest of the summer. And I'll see you guys later this week for part 2.